Welcome back to the Chuds RC channel. Something new for the channel today. My first ever unboxing and the newest addition to the Chuds RC garage. Boom! The new RC4WD drive Trailfinder 2 1985 Toyota pickup, and at long last RC4WD drive have taken notice of our customers, and we now have the new quick release body mount. Good effort, RC4WD drive. I actually got this one direct from RC4WD drive. I do normally get all of my RC4WD drive kits from Martin at RC Bits. He's a brilliant chap, but I was a little bit impatient for this one. I saw it and I just had to have it. It didn't work out too bad, apart from the import tax, which was extortionate, but that's just the way it goes, unfortunately. So, like all the RC4WD drive RTRs, comes with their standard controller for all your adjustment dials there. I personally don't run it with these because of my fibromyalgia and my hands aren't that big. I struggle with the one-handed steering, so as usual I'll be swapping that out for my FlySky GT5, which is what I run with all my rigs. So that can go. Filed. Try not to cut myself. So here we have, that's the lower valance to go underneath the front bumper. Actually surprising, looking at that, I don't know how well it's coming across on the camera in the bag. It looks a completely different colour to the bright glossy red on the box art. So that's interesting. Then have a sealed bag here. There's goodies in here. What have we got here then? We got the spotlights and fixings. The steering arm for if you change the suspension setup to, I think it comes undersprung on the leaf, so I'll check that, and that's to convert it to oversprung if you want to raise it up. Some extra leaves, and again some more bits and spare dry shaft inserts, the dreaded battery strap, and some extra turnbuckles. Delving deeper in, we also have the rear inner fenders, which go underneath the rear bed. I've not had those before, that's good. And then in here, the front inner fenders. And as I've seen on other reviews in the States, they have actually changed these. So hopefully they're going to fit a lot easier than before. I've always had to trim them in the past, but apparently these are a lot better, so we'll find out in a bit. We also get a really nice decal sheet if you want to change out the stock decals. I'm not sure what route I'm going to go with this one yet. As you know, in the Chuds RC garage, I'm known for my weathering. I am actually considering, for now anyway, keeping this one pristine, which will be something completely different for the garage. So, going to the box art, it looks a stunning rig, so I think we'll keep it stock for a while. I will do the interior, that's one thing I will do. So, I have the instruction manual. Brilliant thing with RC4WD drive, you get all your batteries, it literally is RTR. So you get your controller batteries, standard charger, and they're still doing, probably for the reasons of shipping, a NIMH battery. I don't use these, but again, as somebody who does, I am relieved again, with all the newer releases, they've done away with the Dean's plug, and we now have XT60, which is brilliant for the lipos that I run. So not much new here. It's a standard Trailfinder 2 chassis, which has been out now for many a year. We have got lovely tyres. I do like that, with a painted sidewall. BF Goodrich mud terrain. That's very nice. Nice alloy rims as well. One thing I have noticed, when I got my K10 Scottsdale, they sorted out the suspension flex, but this one here again is very stiff. So I'm guessing that we have the springs back in the shock, so they'll be coming out straight away. And I will be adjusting the leaf to get a bit more flex out of him, because that is, like the old ones, that is very stiff once more. I'll probably be doing my own 3D print, a file of Colts to get rid of this so you get more clearance underneath. That's worked brilliantly on my previous Toyota, the 1982 version, which has changed a little bit now, and as you can see under there, completely flat, and that has made one hell of a difference. This thing is now insane. I've put the red leaves on it, and this thing flexes like mad. I've still got to do a running video on this one because I've changed it a bit from how it was. Obviously, as you can see, the rear's gone off it. 3D printed a roll cage and a battery box. Massive tyre, so it's running on 1.9s now. But yeah, that'll be another day. As I said, the stock ESC comes with an XT60 plug. It will run on lipos as well as the stock battery. Comes with the usual 45 turn RC4WD drive motor, and we have a 14 tooth pinion. And looking at that, that isn't meshed very well at all. That is way too loose. So that definitely needs to be tightened. But what I will be doing, I'll be putting in my normal Hobby Wing Quick Run Fusion SE 1800. For me personally, I don't know if it's because of the fibromyalgia or what, I just find it a lot easier to control now than a brush setup and a little bit more oomph. So that's definitely for me. I still can't believe how stiff this is. They'd sorted it out on the previous model of the K10, but yeah, that's obviously when you run the leaf trucks, they will eventually wear in, but that is, yeah, that's definitely going to be addressed. Along with that, I've never had one before where the mesh has been so out. I mean, that is all, I don't know if you can see that on the video or not, how it's coming through, but that is way too loose. So that'll be tightened when I fit the new motor. And now for the bit I've really been waiting for. RC4WD drive packaging is very good. Although I did struggle to get both the boxes out of the main box, but they really do a good job. I'll do the drum roll here, couldn't I? Right, here we go. Oh well. She's a beaut. That is stunning. Even got separate little protectors for the decals, and these are actual individual decals like my vinyls, but it's not an actual a strip. They are all separate. That's the first. Cover on that one as well. Oh, lovely. And on the back, none on the back. Strange. The only problem now is I'm getting grubby fingerprints all over it, but that is absolutely stunning. We've also got the detailed engine, which even has the extra dress kit already installed. Now that's brilliant. That's a great addition. It also comes from stock with a full lighting kit, I've been told that instead of the bright white lights, they are actually your proper vintage lights with a nice little bit of a yellow glow. All in there. We have an opening tailgate on this model. That's nice. Chrome roll bar. That is plastic, not metal, but it looks absolutely brilliant. I also believe, my fingers are going to let me do this. Yes, we have opening doors. So that definitely warrants, as I said earlier, I'm going to detail out the interior on this. I'll cloth up the seats, give it a good paint. I think with a red, I'll probably go for a beigey colour. And yeah, obviously have me figure in there. That'll be coming off. Don't like those. There'll be a Chuds RC vinyl going on there. Some extra details that I haven't seen before. We've got the chrome painted on. The nice black surround. We've also got stone chip protector. That's different. And a little bit of plastic detail on the bumper caps. So overall, very good. One thing I have noticed, I know the light in here isn't fantastic, but I can't help but notice, I don't know again if it's coming through on the camera very well, I'm only recording on my iPhone, but you look at the body colour of the front wing, to me the bonnet, or the hood for you guys in the States, looks a slightly different tint. Not overly bothered by it, but that definitely looks slightly different to me. I've got to say, on the whole, that is absolutely stunning. And here, one thing I didn't go into, even though I did mention it when I got the box out, we have the new body mounting system. We've still got the same screws that everyone is used to, which are an absolute nightmare to change on the trail when you're changing out batteries. We've got here a nice hook mechanism. Get the chassis back out. Oops. You can see here we have got CC hand pre-installed. I need to read the instructions really, but I can tell little slider here. So you slide that out to release, slide that into lock. Let's just see how she mounts. Obviously I've got to fit the inner fenders that I showed you. Let's see how fiddly this is. Probably been easier to done it off the camera first just to get yourself used to it, but that's no fun, is it? That's locked in that side. Well, that's brilliant. Whether it's going to be any different when I've got the inner fenders in, whether that is going to make it a little bit harder, but for a first attempt, especially in my hands, which aren't the best, yeah, great improvement. Well done, RC4WD drive. Impressed. So there we go. What I'm going to do now is we'll go back to the desk where all the action happens. I shall fit all the accessories, the front and rear inner fenders, put the spotlights on and the front bumper valance, get that on, and then I shall put in my Fusion, have my Fly Sky receiver. I'll be swapping that out as well, and yeah, we'll see what she looks like fully built. So there she is, it's all done. I've now got it plugged into my GT5 with the Fusion fitted, running on 3S LiPo at the moment. The lights are stunning. They've nailed that. I'm not sure how well it's coming across on the camera, but they are a lovely vintage tinge of yellow. Really, really good. That's a better shot of the engine bay. I don't think it came out very well earlier. That'll get weathered down. Really pleased with that. And it even comes with a bonnet stay as well. A little bit tight and stiff at the moment. As I said earlier, one thing I really have noticed, and again, it's hard to get it across on the camera, but the bonnet, the doors, and even the rear bed a completely different tone to the actual main cab itself. I don't know if anybody else who's got one of these has the same issue. It's very, very hard to get it across on camera. I don't know if taking a light off will make any difference. You can see right there, it's darker. All the extra plastic parts. You see it there on the wing, the difference between that and the bonnet. I can't believe that is intentional. But yeah, if anybody else has the same issue, just leave a comment. I've taken out the springs in the front shocks. I think I'm going to have to do something with these. I'll probably do my usual trick of changing the shock hoops for Galande ones and getting longer shocks, because I say there's not much there at all at the moment. The rear shocks have no springs. There's plenty of play there, so when that softens up, that's going to look a lot better. I've got the spotlights fitted, the KC lights. I will probably get LEDs fitted in them at some point. Although I had to do it on my K10 and it did look a little bit untidy with the wires coming out. That's the only issue there. And yeah, obviously I'm going to take the inside out and do my Chuds RC special work on that, do a custom interior and get my driver fitted. So next thing is to give it a little test run, which will be in the next video. So thanks for watching and I'll catch you next time. Cheers.